Today on Rappler, Typhoon Pablo, international name BOFA, kills at least 7 people and forces more than 53,000 to evacuate. "31 Liberal Party members defy President Aquino and vote against the reproductive health bill." And President Aquino says the Philippine Stock Exchange may break the 6,000 level in 2012. Hello, I'm Maria Ressa. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network. Typhoon Pablo, international name BOFA, kills at least 50 people and forces more than 53,000 out of their homes. Philippine Army spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Lyndon Panitza says 43 people died in New Bataan, Compostela Valley because of flash floods. At least 24 people are reported missing. In its 5 p.m. bulletin, State Weather Bureau Pagasa says the typhoon slightly accelerates as it moves towards Negros Oriental and Siquijor. It's expected to be 140 kilometers southwest of Coron, Palawan, Wednesday afternoon. Signal number 3 is up over northern Palawan, including Calamian Group of Islands, Bohol, Siquijor, southern Cebu, Negros Oriental, southern Negros Occidental, Iloilo, Guimaras, Antique, Lanao del Norte, Misamis Occidental, and Zamboanga del Norte. Signal number 2 is up over the rest of Palawan, Aklan, Capiz, rest of Cebu including Camotes Islands and the rest of Negros Occidental, Misamis Oriental, Agusan del Norte, Bukidnon, Lanao del Sur, Zamboanga del Sur including Sibugay. Signal number 1 is up over Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, Romblon, Leyte, including Biliran and Southern Leyte, Surigao del Norte, including Siargao, Surigao del Sur, Dinagat, Agusan del Sur, Davao del Norte, Compostela Valley, North Cotabato, and Maguindanao. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council says 53,441 people are in 94 evacuation centers in the Visayas and Mindanao. Most evacuees are from Surigao del Sur. More than 60 people are stranded after uprooted trees block a highway in Nabunturan, Compostela Valley. 3 people, including a young mother and her baby, die after a landslide buries their house in the town of Compostela Tuesday morning. A simple phrase makes some male senators uncomfortable when the words safe and satisfying sex life is included in the definition of reproductive health. During debates on the RH bill, 5 male senators led by Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile questioned the need to include the phrase in the bill. But RH bill sponsor Senator Pia Cayetano stands her ground, with the Senate voting 6-11 to retain the definition. Here are highlights from that episode.
Comfort only arises from the phrase safe and satisfying sex life to be placed in the law. I'm just not too comfortable with the law saying safe and satisfying. But if only that phrase is removed.
His Honor, is your problem with the safe or is your problem with the satisfying?
I like both.
But you just said you have a problem with both.
No,
so
with it
seriously,
being in the law.
What would you like your wife or your daughter to have? Safe or satisfying sex life? Make a choice.
My daughter, safe.
And your wife?
I wouldn't know.
That's my point.
I wouldn't know.
No, my question is what would you want? My question is what would you want? You do not know if you would want
Yes,
your
I have
wife
to
to have a satisfying
I
sex
wouldn't know
life?
anymore. You should have asked me before, but right now I
No,
cannot give you an answer.
I'm speaking in a hypothetical. I assume you will have a wife again,
may I
as I
ask?
know that you are currently in love.
That's a totally different matter, Your Honor. But if I may ask, is this the first time that the phrase satisfying sex life
No,
will be
actually,
in our statute
I
books?
thank His Honor for asking the question. It was actually a definition used in the International Conference on Population and Development.
So it is
So
a
I
phrase
just want all the gentlemen laughing here now to know that in conferences all over the world, having a safe and satisfying sex life is not a laughing matter. It's serious business, and it was taken up in an international conference, which we acceded to. So for your information. So can we vote?
At least 31 of the 63 Liberal Party members in the House of Representatives defy President Benigno Aquino and vote against the reproductive health bill. Based on Rappler's count, the ruling Liberal Party was split despite President Aquino urging his party mates to put the bill to a vote this week. The House voted 99-90 to reject a motion by anti-RH Palawan Representative Victorino Dennis Socrates asking for 10 minutes to speak about the supposedly railroaded substitution of the RH bill. 31 LP members voted in favor of Socrates. Majority Floor Leader Neptali Gonzalez II urges Aquino to certify the RH bill as urgent.
Might be parsimonious, pero ako naman, I believe in my heart to really give it a boost that it has to be certified. But of course, I leave it to the President to decide.
The Anti-Money Laundering Council seizes 200 million pesos in bank deposits of the Aman Futures Group. AMLC Executive Director Vicente Aquino discloses this to a House committee on Tuesday. In a committee hearing, lawmakers hit the Securities and Exchange Commission and the National Bureau of Investigation for failing to anticipate the scam. Cagayan de Oro Representative Rufus Rodriguez says SEC has not been proactive but reactive. The 12 billion peso Aman Futures scam duped 15,000 people in Visayas and Mindanao. Key investors, including Pagadian City Mayor Samuel Co, have been charged with estafa over the scam. More than 11,000 complaints are filed against the group. President Benigno Aquino rallies industry captains to prove to investors that the Philippine economy is not yet done and has more to show, following another record close at the stock market. Speaking at the Philippine Stock Exchange Anniversary Dinner Monday, Aquino presents an optimistic picture of the country's economic progress.
The entire world has begun to train their spotlight on us. Let us prove to them we are not yet done. We have more to show, and we will build even greater things on top of the foundations we have already laid down.
The president credits reforms of the Securities and Exchange Commission and challenges businessmen to sustain the interest of investors through corporate governance reforms. Continued investor confidence, steady GDP growth, and a property market boom all contribute to the record-breaking performance of the stock market, a performance the president believes is sustainable.
The way things are going now, there is no reason to believe, or not to believe rather, that the stock exchange will continue to perform well and that we will be able to realize our dream as promised by Eusebio Tanco of breaking the 6,000 index perhaps in the next 28 days.
On Tuesday, the stock market closes at 5,706.28 points. It is 34th record high for 2012. Well, the country's first monorail system is being developed by the University of the Philippines. The project aims to ease traffic congestion, a big problem in urban centers. Voltaire Tupas reports.
The two coaches of the first homegrown monorail in the Philippines are already up on the track. This December, their stability, brake distance, and power will be tested along a track built inside the UP Diliman campus. The construction of the test track of the first monorail system in the country is ongoing here in UP Diliman. It stands at an elevation of about 6 meters and stretches from CP Garcia to Jacinto Street near the College of Fine Arts, about 500 meters long. A collaboration between the State University and the Department of Science and Technology, developers hope it will jumpstart the development of the country's stagnated railway system.
This is also one of the key projects of the Pinoy administration. The objective is really to be able to develop and deploy a technology for mass transport that will be efficient, at the same time will save money for the country.
Traffic congestion is a big problem in urban centers. More than 900,000 passenger cars are registered nationwide. Every day, over 23,000 buses, 36,000 taxis, and 217,000 jeepneys provide public transport services to Filipinos, 80% of whom commute to work, school, and other destinations. These congest roads, the most dense in Southeast Asia except Singapore. Traffic costs the country 2% of the GDP in lost opportunities. But will the monorail address the worsening traffic problem?
the capacity will not be the same as the EDSA MRT or the LRT2, yung existing systems natin dito. Kasi medyo malalaki yung capacity ng mga systems na yon. So, may limitation. Ang tanong is, saan ba siya lulugar? No? Definitely, it has probably similar or better capacity than yung regular buses natin.
But Regidor says the monorail may be the answer to problems in specific locations.
Ang ini-expect mo, parang bullet train ng Japan yung system mo. Huwag naman ganon. Diba? Baka sobra na yon. But for something na pwede nga natin magamit for airports, for CBDs.
The monorail is just a prototype for research. If it works, it will be a major step towards an effective mass transit system. Voltaire Tupaz, Rappler, Manila.